Hi everyone and welcome back to my winter lookbook. And today I want to do a Christmas look, so we're going to be working with some green, some golds, a little bit of red, and I think what I want to do is I want to use this liquid lipstick by Jeffree Star and use this as a liner. But first, obviously, we need to put on some shadows, so I think what I want to start off with is using my Hasina 2 palette by Blushtribe. It looks like this. It's got some really nice green shades, and I want this look to be fairly simple, so I kind of only want to focus most of my shadow on my outer corner and a little bit into my crease, and then I'll be putting gold in my inner corner, I think. I haven't quite decided yet, but I want to just start off by putting down some of this green shade, and I'm going to be using my Morphe E36 brush, which is just a very, very small kind of fluffy brush. And since I don't really know where I'm going with this look, I'm going to take it kind of slow. And I've already primed my eyes with my MAC paint pot as always. And I'm going to start off by packing this on the outer corner, kind of pulling it out a bit. And I'm taking this very, very slow because I don't know how much of this I want to use. But I definitely want to make sure that I'm pulling it high enough up that I can obviously see this color when my eyes are open. I'm going to start slowly bringing this in. So as you can see, I'm kind of creating like a diagonal line here, and I'm not really sure why I'm doing this, but it's just kind of what I felt like trying out, and I don't know if I'm gonna leave it like this or what, but I think that could be kind of cool. So I'm just going to start by feathering this in a little bit and just diffusing it in towards the middle of my eye. And I'm also going to run this color down onto my lower lash line. And also while I'm working on this outer corner, I'm going to flick it out a little bit and make a bit of a wing shape with this. This is of course optional, but I kind of like the look of a winged out eyeshadow. And I'm not pulling the shadow on my lower lash line all the way in, I'm kind of stopping 2/3 of the way. And I think I'm also going to pull this shadow in towards the middle of my eye or so, because when I open my eyes it almost looks like something is missing up here, so I want to make sure that I connect this to the upper part of my lid so that it doesn't look like it just kind of cuts off. So I'm making sure to keep my eye open while I'm doing this just to see how far in I want to pull this. So I want this to go to about the middle of my eye where my pupil is. And as you can see, I'm just feathering it out. And I'm diffusing it the further in I get. And now that I kind of have the rough idea where I want this to be, I'm going in with more shadow and I'm really packing this onto my outer corner. And I'm also just making sure that everything is looking nice and opaque because I'm not going to be putting any shimmer on my eyelid. So I know I said I wasn't going to bring the shadow in all the way, but you kind of just have to feel it out as you go. You could tell when I was having my eyes open when the shadow was only on the outside here that it didn't really suit my eye shape, so I did make sure to pull it in far enough here that you could still kind of see a bit of shadow above my eyelid. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in with some nude colored eyeshadow. And I'm just going to use a single that I have from Urban Decay that I'm pretty much running out of because I used this to set my eyeshadow primer back in the day, or like a month ago when I used to always do that. So I'm just going to take this and make sure that I pat out like whatever creases and stuff that I have on the eyelid where I don't have any shadow yet. And I'm going to gently run this over the transition between where I don't have any shadow and where the green is. And I'm making sure to go from inside to outside. I'm pulling the shadow this way and I'm not going back and forth too much because I don't want to pull the green in, I want to pull this one out. So I think I like how this is looking, so I'm gonna go do the same thing on the other eye. So I think before I do anything else, I want to go in and do my wing and just kind of see how this is looking. So I'm going to take Redrum by Jeffree Star, the one that I showed you in the beginning, and I'm going to use a small Morphe eyeliner brush and use this to make a small wing width. And just make sure that if you want to use a liquid lipstick as an eyeliner that they are eye safe. Jeffree Star's formula is the only one that I know of that is actually said to be eye safe, but just do some research if you want to do this. And I'm sure you could buy like a liquid red eyeliner too. Right, the liner is done, so next what I want to do, I want to put something in my waterline. I'm not sure what I want to do though. I'm thinking white could be kind of fun because white is very much a Christmas color, so maybe let's try that. So I'm using my NYX eyeliner and I'm going to pop this right in here. And I want to do some gold in my inner corner, so I'm going to use my Pat McGrath Decadence palette. This is the Mothership Decadence, I think it's called, and I'm going to use this gold right here. And I'm also going to spray this, even though it's not really necessary because these shadows are so amazing on their own. And I'm going to pop this right into my inner corner. And I really want this to pop, so I'm making it quite big. And on top of that, since I'm actually kind of running out of my gold Stila glitter, I'm going to use this one from Revlon. This is their Eye Art, I think it's called. Photo Ready Eye Art. And I'm going to use this side right here, because this is like a gel glitter kind of thing. It's similar to the Stila, but it's not as good, but it'll definitely serve a purpose because we need some glitter, you know? So I'm just gonna put some of this right on top before I put down that Pat McGrath shadow. I like this stuff for just putting in certain spots. I don't like it for all over my lid because it dries down and it really gets really dry and cracky, and I don't like that. It's very uncomfortable. But if you're just putting it in a very focused area, it doesn't really do that. And here's what it is looking like before I put on some mascara. So I'm gonna put on about 5 coats of my Badgalbang, and then I think the look will be done. I of course need to put on some lipstick, and I'm thinking red because red equals Christmas. So here is the finished eye look. Now I am going to go in with a red lipstick, but I don't want to use the same one that I used as a liner. I really try to keep these small ones to only use on my eyes. So instead I'm going to use my little Stila one, and this is in the shade Beso. So here is the final look, and I've said this so many times, but I'm a big proponent of not always using a bunch of different eyeshadows in your looks, and as you can see I really only used 2 in this look. So I used the green and then I used the gold in my inner corner, and the gold I kind of covered up with glitter anyway. So really this is like a one eyeshadow tutorial, and it's super easy. It's something that anybody can do. You don't have to always overcomplicate everything, and I still think this look came out really cool and fun, and this is what eyeliners and glitter can do to save your look. So if you want to spice up your looks a little bit, maybe look outside of your eyeshadow collection and try to pull in different things that might enhance your look. So that was it for today's winter tutorial. Let me know if there are any other color combinations or things that you want to see. I kind of have a few in mind, but I'm open to suggestions, so anything you have, leave them down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!